in reference to the Dow Jones. The Dow at 20,000 points. This is November 22nd, 2013. The Dow at 20,000 points. All of this connects to a massive breakthrough with regard to the dinar.
I said 20,000. Look not to Wall Street, however, observe. 20,000. I'm hearing 20,000. 20,000. It will reach sooner than most people will think. I didn't know what 20,000 is. All I heard was 20,000. It shall get to 20,000, and some will say, well, it'll take years and years. The Spirit says, no, it won't. It'll be sooner than most people think. It'll be a shock. 20,000.
Okay, guys. So I want to revisit this with you. I think there's a lot of different theories or opinions on what this may mean running around through a dinar land. And I want to help clear the air. So there's a lot of other dinar YouTubers and stuff. What they're doing is they're pegging a lot of this Kim Clement information to the transitioning or changes within the amount of prime ministers that Iraq has gone through. Guys, faith and prophecy does not work that way. Anytime you get a time reference in faith or in the prophetic, it's nothing more than a season, okay? And I can prove that to you right now. It's very simple. When you look at this, you can actually piece a lot of this information together. Okay, so you just saw the Dow at 20,000, do not look to Wall Street. Okay, there's two separate prophetic words right here. When we look at the one that's actually right here highlighted in blue, okay, this is from November of 2013, and he says, I will also show you a prophetic statement that I recently spoke about. The Dow at 20,000 points, do not look to Wall Street. All of this connects to massive breakthrough in regard to the Iraq dinar. So what he's saying is do not look to Wall Street because the Dow will be moving downward, negative movement to 20,000 points. He says that's linked to massive breakthrough of the Iraq dinar. Okay, so he's saying when you see the Dow drop and reduce down to 20,000 points, that's linked to massive breakthrough of the Iraq dinar. And again, that happened on March 17th. Now let's go to the lower one, the second half one right there, highlighted blue for you, okay? Okay, in that prophetic word, that was from June 29th of 2011. Here's what Kim Clement said. By the way, I'm hearing something in the spirit. What is the dinar? Hasn't been time, sudden change. So right there, he did a hasn't been time, sudden change. That's like a 2 nothings and suddenly, or a 3, 2 plus 1, 3. Or nothing and 2 suddenly in 3, okay? So for those that are investing, I cannot tell you to do this or purchase them, but for those that are holding on, nothing, 3 nothings, and then a suddenly something on 4. Okay, so he already gave you 3. Right there, he gave you a 4. So he gave you majority of the season, 3 and 4. I told you the Dow did reach 20,000 points in the month of March, directly on March 17th. And that was the Dow at 20,000 was linked to massive breakthrough of the Iraq dinar. So what God was telling you right there is when you see the Dow drop down to 20,000 points, that's going to be a starting point. Linked, again, but starting point. Hear me carefully, starting point. Linked to massive breakthrough of the Iraq dinar. You guys know all of this started on March 17th in 3, which is what he gave you right here. Hasn't been time, sudden change. 3, okay? And then he said, for those of you that are holding on means waiting, okay? Nothing, suddenly something. So you're still going to be holding on and waiting kind of in 4. But a season, guys, consists of 3 months, a 3-day period or 3-month period. Okay, so 3, 4, and 5. Guys, I just wanted to help piece that together for you to help clear the air because a lot of people are kind of pegging this to the amount of prime ministers that have come and gone and that. And this has nothing to do with it, guys. It's just very simple. It's just nothing more than a season. And they're showing you that right here when you piece it together. Okay? So anyway, and facts are really aligning with that. If you guys look at, you have to remove corruption from this, guys. All of the corrupt officials who are billionaires, Maliki, Barzani Sr., they're been removed from the government. I don't care if they represent a political group. That means nothing. They are no longer able to work and be employed by the government. All they do is represent a political party, nothing more. So I don't care about those guys. But those corrupt officials that are billionaires, they're gone. So corruption's out of the equation. Okay, they have a brand new technocrat government now. So we're done talking about that. Okay. what is Iraq's biggest challenge right now? Why have we had to wait for the formation of the government? Why are we still waiting for 7 more ministers? Well, you know what, guys, you have to look at this. The 3 different groups or factions, the Sunnis, Kurds, and Shias, they struggle to work together. They have a very hard time, challenging time, just working together. That's why the powers that be, okay, in a way have delayed the rate change, forcing the Iraqi different political groups and through 3 factions to work together, forcing them to work together to get the government done and formed. That's their biggest weakness, and it makes sense that they would do that they would actually delay everything, delay all of Iraq's economic and international progress on forcing them to work together so they can work together, because if they can't work together, they can't get anything done. So that's been that's been their biggest challenge and obstacle, is just them working together, and that's what the powers that be are forcing them to do before they allow the rate change to occur and all that, and that's what you're seeing right now. Okay, so as you guys see, what I'm trying to show you here, facts are really aligning with faith, guys. Okay, just want to show that to you. Now, as you guys know, after the rate change, I've reached out to you guys and kind of proposed to you guys about starting an investment group, and a lot of you guys reached out. We've got a ton of people really wanting to do this. So anyway, here's what I'm trying to show you now. Some of the things, I've actually, a bunch of you guys have actually said you want to maybe reach out, start a bank, start a bank, and or start even a like a credit union kind of thing. Some of the things we can offer are different types of loans, construction loans, hard money lending, guys. Interest rates on those are 10 to right now anywhere from, actually kind of right now, because we're in a little bit of a down economy, they're anywhere from 9 to 15%, depending on, you know, how good the economy's doing. Right now they're a little lower, they're around 9%. Like here's some right here, guys, that here's one that's around 9.75%. Here's one that's 8.7% and 8.6. So kind of right now around 8 to 9%. Okay. So, but that's part of what we can do is lending. And here's why I would do this. Did you guys know that if you owned I'm sure a lot of people after this will easily jump out and want to buy a $1 million house, but have you taken the time to calculate what the monthly costs are of a $1 million house, or, you know, kind of 1 to 2 million? Even if you had the house paid for outright, okay, your monthly life expenses just for the upkeep on the house, property taxes, insurance, all that, plus your general cost of living to support your household, depending on how many people are within your household, your vehicles, all that, you're going to need about $5,000 a month. Okay, so hopefully you guys have thought everything through on how you're going to have that revenue coming in, or that revenue stream coming in, to support, you know, how you choose to live your life and how expensive of a house you choose to buy. So, but us within our group now, we've kind of talked, like I said, a little bit about opening a bank up and or a credit union. It's just gonna, you know, and we're gonna do it as a group. So, and our group will write loans and all this kind of thing. That way, we have the money coming in that we need. I want to show you guys something interesting. I don't know if you're aware of this, but actually within the state of Georgia, okay, their banks have some of the highest interest rates across the U.S. See right here, I've highlighted this blue for you, Georgia deposit interest rates, okay? So this is in the state of Georgia. Within the state of Georgia, again, these are deposit interest rates. That's savings account. Right here, it averages 10. It's averaged 10% right here, just in the year of 2018. It was close to what I've highlighted blue for you there, of almost 9%. Let's go down a little bit. Let's look at this graph chart. Okay, see right here, it kind of shows on the left edge from 2008 all the way up to 2018. Okay, and if you look at where I've got this little item here moving in the middle of the screen, that's kind of the average point. That's 10.5 right there. So if you guys look, the savings deposit accounts in Georgia have averaged about 10%. That's impressive, guys. That savings accounts in the state of Georgia, doing some research I did, I found out Georgia actually, their banks and savings accounts on deposit interest rates do have some of the higher interest rates, but they are averaging, you know, about 10% across the board. So my point is, guys, that's my goal. That's our goal. I want to open up a bank and or credit union. I want to see if we can have a financial institution or bank that can give us and generate us returns of around 10%. That would be huge. And I bet we could if we structured it correctly and find the right people to help out. Okay, so I just wanted to show that to you guys. So it's important to figure out how you're going to invest your money to give you the returns that you need. Okay, so that's so we've talked about Kim Clement. Now we've talked about and anybody who's new, you're more than welcome to join us. Okay, this is open to everyone. This is there's going to be stuff here for everyone. Okay, I want to include you guys in this. This is not just about me. Let's look at the facts. A deputy reveals the date for the completion of the cabinet. This article is from today. And most of you guys already know this information because it's kind of a repeat of what you saw back on Thursday. Okay. So it says here, on Saturday, the deputy of the Alliance revealed the date for the completion of the cabinet. Okay, there's 7 remaining ministers right there, 7 remaining ministers that they need to complete. And it said the Parliament will hold its session to pass the 7 remaining ministers before Eid. So there you go. They're trying to complete the last 7 remaining ministers before Eid. And so with that said, they're trying to have the last 7 ministers done kind of by the end of Ramadan, which would be May 23rd. Okay. So now when you look at this, so they're telling you by May 23rd, they're hoping to have the last 7 done. What did I tell you that really the biggest challenge in this has been for the Iraqis and why the powers that be would have delayed this? Well, it'd be for the 3 political factions not being able to work together. They have to be able to work together. They have to. That's just very important. That's the most important piece to this right now. The government can't work or function if they can't work together. They can't get anything done. And as we all have seen, they have gotten nothing done. They've been dragging their feet on every level. And it's tested all of our patience, and we've all just been going nuts over it. So anyway, so that's what they're ultimately waiting on. That's what the facts show. So they're hoping to have that done. Now, I shared something key with you guys yesterday. I told you that if they did, or if they plan to increase the exchange rate in the month of May, that there is only one day that would allow them to even do it. Okay. And that one day would be May 24th. That's just because it has to happen over a weekend. That way, and again, this is for large rate changes, not small ones. That way, large rate changes, they need to have all of the financial markets around the world closed to minimize and impact volatility on those markets. Because if you had a large rate change of like, say, 1,000% or greater, that could tremendously impact financial markets around the world. So they want them closed to minimize and reduce that volatility. So that's one reason that large rate changes would have to occur like over a weekend. Okay, and then the other part of that, because remember, Kuwait did theirs on early Sunday morning for them too. And remember, Sunday is in the Middle East, like with Kuwait and Iraq, Sunday is their first business banking day of their week. Their business banking week starts on their Sunday morning. Okay, but since Kuwait done it, there's another layer you have to add. It's electronic markets, like electronic stock trading, the ISX. Iraq's ISX went live and online back in 2007. So now with electronic stock trading, not only would you'd have to add another variable, so not just having a weekend, you'd have to have a weekend holiday period, which justifies Iraq shutting down and closing down their own financial markets in country. Okay, so they need a weekend holiday to be able to shuttle their in-country financial markets down when the rate does change. Okay, and Iraq only really has one weekend holiday for the entire month of May. It's Sunday, May 24th. Okay, so just wanted to show that to you. Now I want to talk about May 24th. It's actually Eid al-Fitr. It's a very special holiday for the Iraqis, okay, and really the Middle East Muslim culture after Ramadan, guys. What it is it's a time period of blessings. They give gifts, receive gifts. It's about blessings and festivals too. And so this, if the rate were to change over Eid, it would actually be very very special to the Iraqis. Okay, it would be tremendous for them to be able to receive an amazing blessing of, say, purchase power over Eid. It would be very memorable to them because that's a time period of blessings and festivals. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there. Anyway, that's where we're at, guys. That's where everything's at. Just wanted to show that to you. So God bless you guys and have a great day. On to the next video.